Alright. Hello everybody. So this is going to be the start of something just slightly new, where I guess most people aren't really... Most people already are new here, but anyways, I'm going to just kind of play some Clash games and start the recording at the start rather than streaming them, just because this is one of the times that I have free, where I don't have time to do a full stream, but I'll play a couple games off stream regardless. So I will try and get a few extra games in to entertain y'all, and we'll see how it goes. I'll probably just mash them together without much weight in between. There might be some kind of disconnect in music, but that's okay. Starting off here, looks like I'm going first, which is kind of unfortunate. I don't like going first. If I would have drawn this Valkyries, my opening hand, I probably would have played it, and I would have also... I had Hestia, so I could have cast two things and really punished this guy. But that did not happen. I'm actually just going to set the torch. And I'll set the Hestia's Hearth as well. So I have a couple things to threaten him, even though I have nothing that applies immediate pressure like a Gorgon's or a Pandora's. He didn't mulligan, so maybe he's playing a more consistent deck than Lock or Thunder, which would be cool. Oh, Lavalith. That kind of sucks. I guess I should have played the Hephaestus. So he's trying to destroy the Hephaestus, which honestly I don't care too much about. He does get like 2 spirits off me for free. He doesn't know I have a Valkyries though. For all I know, he could be running my deck. But Lavalith is also splashed into a lot of decks just because it's a really solid card. It's limited to 1 anyways. Oh, double Hestia, that sucks. Alright, I'm going to try and go for the Kinleo play. But if either of these are like defensive options, it's gonna suck. Nope, nope, nope. No, Kinleo, please. I'm already down to 9, he's got double my spirits. Alright, you can stop my effect. He does not. So it's interesting because Leonite's kind of an awkward one here. I think I'm actually just going to heal. Because if I play Leonite, I'll actually be buffing him as well. So I would still beat over him, but it's just an awkward position. And I'm going to play Valkyries. So I'm at 9 attack, and now I can attack over him. Even if he has PTA, it won't really do much. And then I'll cast my torch, and I'll equip it to the Kinleo. That way, if he, like, Gorgons the Valkyries or something, I'll actually have a second option to beat over him. If he shields, it really just delays the inevitable. Oh, he's really running Tsunami. I should have... Oh, I guess playing Leonite wouldn't have mattered. I still would have sucked just as bad. I wonder if this is a water deck that just splashes Lavalith. I just don't have enough information. Tsunami is the card, singular card that ruins my deck the most. Because I have 2 options to kill him here. If he shields, it's kind of whatever. If he doesn't... Oh, and then he's got 2 more back row. So he expends a water and a... or an electric, so it's probably just... It might just be a 5s deck honestly. Gonna go for the Volcaries. Force me to crash with Kinleo. Another Hestia's Hearth, which really isn't what I want here. Like an altar would have been nice. That would have bought me some time. I just don't have enough. This would be a good time for a best of 3, but I don't have that luxury here right now. Drawing double Hestia sucks too. And honestly, no, even if I... Like, Hestia's Hearth with Leonite wouldn't have done anything here because a Lavalith would have also gotten boosted. So just a bad matchup for me. Yeah. And I think he just... I don't remember if that was the one he just drew or if he had that one there already. He's just going to slowly beat down on me. So I can draw Volcaries, but he destroyed my Hephaestus turn 1. I don't know. This sucks. I'm not getting any useful back row at all. No Gorgons, no Altar, no PTA. Not that he's even playing anything other than this Lavalith. He's drawing all back row and is just playing off his Lavalith and protecting it. Oh, it's a no stone deck? So it's just... Oh, he's going to grab Heliolith. Okay. Oh, Arcolith? I mean, that still sucks for me. I don't have... Like, yeah, I'm totally cooked here. He got me. I don't know what I was expecting with this deck, but basically this entire deck is built around playing these 2 cards because they're both one-ofs that are very powerful. He drew one in the opening hand and drew No Stone, which I'm sure he's running 3 copies of. Had I known this was his plan, I would have played this a lot differently. I would have definitely gone into the Leonite turn 1 and equipped it with Torch and just kind of sat as a 9 above these guys, and I don't know what forms of removal he has, but it might not be any. He'll probably attack over a Kinleo with... Oh, he's going to go... Okay. Actually, I should have paid off the Necruff and then done a Hestia's Hearth. That would have been the smarter thing to do. Instead, I'm going to take a lot of damage. I haven't had the Waters, but the Waters are supposed to be anti-tsunami tech. Problem is that I just didn't get... Yeah. I'm just going to play one here. Just to prevent myself from taking an extra damage on the crash. I could make him take like 3 damage, but he's still at 10 health and he's got a big guy sitting right there. And my next card is not going to help me here either. I guess it's Torchin. But it still doesn't help. Yeah, no, he just... Yeah. I have not seen that deck. I've heard people talking about it, but I have not seen it. So, I would have cut to the next match here, but it looks like we found one immediately. So, that's nice. I go second, which is good. Got some defensive options. Drawing 2 Kinleos without a Hestia kind of hurts. But I think this is fine. Necrof is a good option. Yeah, the no stone deck normally runs Moss Station in the main game where they have all the cards. The physical. And I think that deck's interesting. But it very much hinges on 2 cards. Oh, he had the Lycan and Chimera in opening hand. That's tough. Because here I would have loved to have P-Box to stop the Lycan here. But I do not. So, interesting enough, Pandora's Box does not target, so Terraform will not work on it. Is he going to activate more Frost effects? He will, okay. And he has a bat in hand, so then he can go in Lycan. Lycan's not that big of a threat. It gives me something to beat over with Necrof. And then if he wants to crash Necrof with Chimera, he's welcome to, I suppose. PTA, not bad at all. I mean, it's kind of bad because it's bugged right now, but I think it works against more Frost. And while Kinleos aren't the best guys to have, they're still guys. So I've got 3 back row and 2 extra guys in hand. So I should be able to work with that. Is this gonna be a tsunami? I hope it's not. Shield. Shield's okay. Yeah, I probably should have enchanted Necrof with a water. It kind of sucks not to get the expend, but not losing to Tsunami is important. But since it was shield, that's fine. We'll see if he plays another back row here. I do get hit with something, so he sends Terraform. That's the one that can negate an effect that targets a more Frost. So he could prevent my Gorgons. I'm not super afraid of Abominable, because I have Gorgons, and it's probably the best thing 2 Gorgons in this game, so I'll wait for it to attack me, and then I'll just Gorgons it. He hasn't used his normal cast yet, but he didn't play any back row, nor did he play that, so I'm just going to take out the Abominable now. And I don't have to be afraid of Tsunami because he doesn't have any back row. So I wonder if he's almost overloaded his deck with more Frosts. Based on the ones he's choosing, I almost wonder if he's got like 3 of each. And just has very little back row. Maybe he's got like the package of 7, 3 Gorgons, 2 shield, and 2 PTA, because they're restricted in Clash. Warmite's nice, but I do not have Hearth. So I'm just going to replay Necrof. Enter battle. I don't know. I mean, if I don't have to use my Gorgons, they get to save 2 anyways. If he doesn't play another Chimera here, it might even be worth just to force him to... it might be worth it to Gorgons the Chimera. That way Necrof buys a turn, I can send out Warmite to lower its attack and kill it next turn. Might be the best option. I'll have to see what he does here. He's got 3 cards in hand, no back row played yet. I just don't know if he has another Morfrost in hand for it to be worth Gorgonsing the Morfrost or the Chimera right now, because Clash is bugged and it doesn't let you Gorgons the discard. It only lets you discard after Gorgons the draw. Because like right now, it should give me an option to prevent the discard, but it does not. So it automatically gets the discard. He didn't do a bat. Whatever, I'll do it. So he got rid of a Morfrost in his hand, preventing the draw and preventing him from attacking. So unless he has another Chimera in hand, which he's only got 2 cards, then he can't hit over me. And even if he does, he has to trade with Nekruff and only hit in for 1, and then I just have Warmite go in on the other one. And I think I'm in a good spot here. Sure, he heals, so looks like he's got more spirits than I do, but I've got 3 cards and 2 back row. Ooh. Cryoblast is a good one for him. Nekruff does not like that. We'll see. A Hestia would be awesome here, because that means I get 2 guys out and I can pretty much guarantee destroy his Morfrost. A second P-Box, that one's a little tougher to justify. It's going to kind of depend on what his back row is. Is there PTA? Must be PTA. He didn't do anything. Because that was the cast chain. This is the effect chain. He does have Gorgons, which really sucks. Because that's basically everything he has left. But I have no more defensive options because I drew both of my P-Boxes. I'm only running the 2. So now he gets to beat over my Warmite. I have nothing that can get over Morfrost until I draw something useful. He hasn't shown Tsunami yet, so I'm just definitely gonna get rid of that. Why does it let me cast that again? So I got rid of a Blizzard and a Gorgons. Kind of nice, but at the same time, doesn't help me a whole lot. That saves me from him grabbing 2 bats, though, and then getting a whole bunch of draw and battle advantage with Chimera. So, like I said, drawing the 1 Pandora's was really nice, because it's one of the best cards to deal with Lycan. But the second one definitely hurts. He doesn't have any back row, anything. Come on, Nekruff. Oh, and that's awesome, too. I didn't think I'd get a second Warmite. So now I can get rid of his Chimera, and his Morfrost will also not be able to hit over me. If he plays a second Chimera somehow, because he draws it, I will PTA it. This is what I was saying with the Kinley. I was like, I know that even if I get like a whole bunch of runes or a whole bunch of garbage in my next couple draws, that I'm still doing okay. Because I have some stuff I can deal with. The worst thing he could have now is another 5 that I can't hit over. Or even worse, like a Cryoling. Because then he has a Cryovern. Like, I do have the PTA, but it's still rough. Plays a Bat form in attack. Does this thing do anything? Yeah, no, it doesn't. It's just a body. I don't know why he would do that. He doesn't know I have a couple 4s in hand. Torch is cool. I think I'm gonna equip that to Kinleo here. Not that I need to hit over anything, but it'll give me a 6, so even if he does get out a guy, I won't be afraid, and also I just want to be able to search here. So next card would be Hestia, Warmite, Hestia. Ooh, I wonder what I'm gonna pick. I will grab the Hestia next, because I have the other Kinleo in hand, which I can special cast if he sends something else out. Maybe the Warmite would be better, but I'm fine with this. It's interesting to draw all 3 Warmites, though. In this case, it's pretty nice, because Morfrost don't have any great defenders. If he had a good defensive unit, I'd be a little more sad. It's going to be tough for him to get over a 6. This deck just doesn't have a lot to do that. He did draw the Chimera. I am actually not going to PTA, because he doesn't have anything in hand, so I don't have to worry about him doing anything that way. So yes, he destroys the Warmite here, but now I have Hestia, and I can special cast Kinleo because we have the same amount of cards now. And my Kinleo can still hit over him, so I'm not afraid of that. Now the question is, do I want to go into Leonite here, or do I want to just play it safe and heal? Because I know that my next card is going to be a Warmite. So I think I'm just going to heal. Because I'm very confident he won't have anything that can hit over a 6. And if he does, I can PTA it. Well, I guess I didn't use my normal cast because I just... So that was completely pointless. Because I spent 3 to cast it, basically. I don't really need the other Hestia. So I'm going to try to avoid drawing it unless I have to. Now, I guess worst case scenario here is he draws another Cryoblast. Most people only run 2. So that would be pretty lucky for him, but we'll see. It's definitely not out of the realm of possibility. Okay, so he sets a back row. Could be a shield or something. It would cost 2 just to get rid of my guy, though. I'll play Valkyries just to get the shuffle, honestly. And Warmite's better just in case he gets something. I can have something to lower 3 attack if needed. I don't have any space to actually play Hephaestus or any more torches, but I don't know if I'd want to spend the spirits for that anyways. So I'll battle, attack with this Kinleo first so I get the torch on declaration. So he Gorgons is the Tsunami, or the the Kinleo. It's not a Tsunami, so that was like the only thing that would really put me in a rough spot. But even then, I still get to draw a card. I will 100% draw Hestia's Hearth. Because then I would be able to heal with Warmite if needed. Next time he casts a unit, I'm just going to PT it regardless, just to get the slot open on my runes. Because I'm not really worried about losing the game. And if I get Warmite plus Hestia's Hearth out, I'm pretty sure it's going to be over. I don't think anything would be able to get over that. Because that even beats Cryovern with no support. And he doesn't have the option to like expend to draw here or pass. Because he's so low on spirits. He probably should have expended to draw like a turn or two ago. Because we had to work our way through Shield, Double Gorgons, and Ambrosia, and then we were able to beat him. It doesn't seem like an insta match this time, so I'll resume the recording next time I find a match. And surprise, we're here. Alright, so I go first. It's got some utility and a Necrof, but not a lot of guys. I think for a starting hand, I'm okay with this. Looks like a rematch against the last guy, so still going up against Frost. I get to start and play the Pandora's Box. I think I'm going to play Volcanic Forge. Yes. Okay. I'm going to play Volcanic Forge. I'm going to play Necrof. So Necrof has 2 defense now. I'll play Hephaestus. Okay, he forfeited. I was play Hephaestus, disenchant one to have one in the underworld, and then I can Hestia's Hearth if he tries to Cryoblast, which will enchant the Necrof with 1, give him 3 defense, and make it so it doesn't die. So, clearly he didn't want to play that game again. A little unfortunate, but we'll see who comes next. We got best of 3. It's the same guy again. We'll see if he wants to play this game or if he forfeits immediately again. Not a great starting hand. Hephaestus, 2 Leonites, pretty rough. I don't want to draw Hephaestus. I would rather it be something I get with Volcaries. Not that I'm drawing my Volcaries, really. Don't have any defensive back row here, which isn't awesome, but it is what it is. Normally in my side deck I've got a couple Frosts, but don't have side decks in this since it's all best of 1s. We're gonna see, because what I could do is I could Frost enchant my Necrof to avoid the Cryoblast, but obviously that's not an option here. Now that he's got Keone, he's gonna have a much bigger advantage with guys, so he'll never really run out of more Frosts. I'm curious how much defensive back row he's going to have, because I can play Necrof with Torch, and I can use Torch to search for a Hestia. So that'll give me card advantage, but if he plays a Shield, I am going to be in rough shape. Either way, getting the Hestia would be good, so then I can play Kinleo, and I can either heal or Leonite. Yeah, I can heal because I've already got Leonite in hand. So he gets rid of the Indus form with Chimera effect and then grabs it right back. See, that's interesting. I'm not sure I approve of that. I just don't... Normally when you're using Keone, you want to either grab back Bat form, Lichen form, or Cryoling. He's only got 1 back row. So that's... Ooh, Gorgons is awesome. I'm going to play Torch and an attack, see if he does anything here. He does not. On cast, on the effect. Effect is good. Grab a Hestia. Makes me scared that it very well could be Shield. Because it's not, he's not using it anywhere else. It could just be a bluff too. Problem is, if I kill this Chimera, it really doesn't do anything because he can just play it again with Keone. Let's see if he PTAs or something. Oop. Fates down Gorgons. I did see Blizzard in his mills the other game. And then we'll go Torch on the neck. Do I want to risk it this turn? No. Yes. Because the thing is, like, if he has shield, Torch and just sits there, it dies. But if we crash, he grabs back Chimera and does the same thing anyways. Regardless here, I get to draw a fire card. And he burns shield, and Leonite's more free the next turn. He does have shield. I did figure after he didn't play it on Torch and or Necrof that it wasn't PTA or Gorgons or P-Box or anything, and I don't think he's running Tsunami. So it sucks. Can draw that, and then put those on the top of the deck. Torchin's just a sitting duck now. At least his shield is gone, so Leonite is much more free. I still have the Necrof to play, which is still a very threatening card. Only thing I really lost is my Torch, which does suck, but it is what it is. Ditches Scorpio form. I could Gorgons here, but he's just gonna grab one of the ones from the underworld and play that, because he has Indus in hand. No, yeah, because he has Indus, he can destroy a back row with that when it's destroyed. So I'd rather just take him out here, because otherwise he'll just destroy my Gorgons regardless, and it's kind of a waste. But this way I prevent him from attacking, prevent the drawing card, discard goes through, so but it wasn't a bat form, so it's fine. If there's the Indus, yeah, it's a face down rune, so I don't have any face down runes. Oh, so this one you can expend 2 to search. I always forget about that effect. So he does get to draw 2 cards here. Not have been my expectation, but and then he goes and grabs probably Scorpio form, so I have to be careful if I want to play a Leonite. He grabs Abominable. He's only got 2 in the underworld right now, so that's kind of weird. He'll be a 3 attack. I'm surprised he didn't grab Bat. But whatever. Not my problem. So I got 2 options. I can either play Necrof, or I can play Kinleo. I could do both. I could heal with Kinleo, crash the Necrof, but I don't like that plan. So I'm going to try Disenchanting from Hestia. Special cast the Kinleo, see what the back row is. If the back row is Gorgons, he'll probably stop the Kinleo. And then I'll know that Necrof's free. do kind of want to shuffle, but I don't think I can afford it. I think I need to heal if I can. Okay. Okay. He has Abominable Form. I think my play is cast Necrof, my normal cast. Crash with Chimera. That way the PTA doesn't get destroyed from Indus. If he replays Chimera, then I PTA it. And go from there. I think he's in a much better spot than last game. The shield helped him out. Shield plus Gorgons, or basically, if he got to choose any back row for those two situations, it would have been those. He's got the Cryoblast in hand, so that completely shuts down my strategy. Did kind of forget about that one. Here's the Abominable Form. He's a 4 attack. I wish it would let me view the underworld. Well, there's that. Because I think that's fine. Oh, and then he's got Ambrose, so he's back down to having 0 cards. What I want him to do is grab a guy from his underworld with Keon this turn. That would lower his Abominable Form damage. But he does not. So I probably should have used the PTA. That would give me... The Abominable Form would be dead. And I could kill the Indus. With no worries. Because now I think P-Box is what I have as my other now. And if I don't kill Abominable here, he gets stronger and can hit over me. So I think that Cryoblast is gonna ruin everything for me. Shield into Gorgons into Cryoblasts. It's pretty much a perfect storm of what he needed. Because what I need is something to stick for a turn. And he's not gonna give me that. And I'm too low of spirits to try and make that happen myself. I will give it a turn, see if he messes up somehow. But I think it's unlikely. And it's like, even if I used the PTA there, it would not have mattered. Because he could just grab Chimera this turn, and he'd have another 5 that can hit over the Kinleo. Yeah. So he can grab Lycan and Chimera or whatever he wants. I already forgot if he started the game with Lycan or not, but if you start the game with Lycan and you go first, it's huge. Alright. Yeah, that's all he had to do to win, is grab the Chimera. I just wanted to see if he'd make a little mistake by chance, which does not seem to be that way. So, I mean, he forfeited the 1 round, so technically in the best of 3 I would have beat him. but it just doesn't feel like a win when somebody forfeits immediately. So we'll jump to the next match. Well, for better or worse, we matched up against the same guy again. Might get to finish out our best of 3. And this will be my last match for this time, so the next battle you see will be hopefully against different people. So he had a mulligan. If he mulliganed into a lot better hand, that could be worse, but he did have spend 2 spirits, which is nice. I get a whole bunch of back row and a Volcaries champ, which is cool. He gets the Keon again, so I have to worry about his guy advantage. What would be nice here, honestly, would be Volcanic Forge. I've only got 2 of them in my deck now, because I took out one of them. This would probably be a matchup where I do want it back. I know a lot of Frost typically runs... That's all he did. Interesting. Very interesting. I was saying a lot of Frost normally runs Broomalinks to search Blizzard or Mountains, and Mountains is super nice. Almost grabbed a torch on accident. So then it's like a stadium competition. So sometimes I'd run an extra stadium just to get mine and prevent theirs anyways. But also helps against Cryoblast, like I said, because it prevents like Volcaries from dying to Cryoblast. And if I have Hesios Hearth, I can help some other stuff as well. This is one of my favorite turn 1s when I get a Torchin and a Volcaries, because I can play both of them. So then in one turn I search both my Hestia and my Hephaestus. And then I can get Torch onto the Volcaries, hit over the Morfrost. And draw a card because Torch lets me search with Hestia. I always only go 3 on the Hephaestus, because usually it's, at most, I'm going to have 2 with the Volcaries alive that I can pay from the Underworld, and leave the other one for like Ultra Stars or something, or Hestia's Hearth. But in general, I don't have a whole lot of... I don't have like any invokes in the entire deck outside of ones I side in, so it's all defensive runes. It's like I'm tempted here to like Nexus the one from Torch and onto Volcaries, but if they have Cryoblast, that would make me sad, so I'm not going to. So I will attack in with Volcaries, Kinleo, Lavalith. Lavalith is nice, and other Volcaries. Alright, that is awesome. I've already got a Kinleo, so I'll draw the Lavalith and leave the Volcaries on top. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 Fire Spirits on field. Next turn, when I play the other Volcaries, I'll have an extra one. So then it'll be a, 11 attack. I bet this guy's a little sad he didn't play any back row. I still don't think he's got a whole lot of it in his deck in the first place. If my Torch survives, I will probably just Lavalith. He plays Blizzard on my Gorgons. That's good for him, because I was planning to Gorgons his Chimera immediately as he brought it out before he gets to discard, because I'm afraid of him having Bat. He does have the Stadium, so he'll be able to crash with Volcaries now. So I definitely should have Nexus the one from Torch. Well, I don't know, that wouldn't have helped either. So the question now is, does he have a Bat in hand? If he does, well, I guess he doesn't have any other in hand. So I guess it's like, does he have a Lycan in hand? Terraform. Oh, I don't know about that one. That seems like a super weird play. Because sure, he can take out my torch, but he can't cast anything right now. And I'm not really afraid of getting hit with... Keon doesn't do anything else here either. He's just beating down his spirits. If he plays too many, I can just play Lavalith. Ooh. Ooh, that hurts. I wonder if this is a bit of a newer player, like, because most people don't even load up their Keon with 4. Usually it's like 1 or 2, maybe 3. Yeah, so it's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. No, I already forgot. He's got 9. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I think what I will do, just to kind of secure things early. So disenchant 2 from Hestia to special cast the Volcaries. Then I will play Lavalith using my normal cast. I will ruin his 4-spirit Keon. All set. Yeah, I got rid of the Hestia, so there's no point in playing a second torch. So I'll set both. And I'll move to battle and basically end the game here. Because he'll be down to 1 spirit. Another Volcaries, don't need it. Hestia's Hearth, yeah, I'll leave that as the top. Yeah. Alright. Yeah, so he did not get as lucky that time, but I also think he just misplayed a little bit. If he spent less time on the playing Keons, because he spent 7 spirits that in the end didn't really do anything for him, and he didn't have any defensive options. I wonder if he had Keon in the opening hand and then drew into one immediately, which would be very sad, because I had the same thing happen with Hestia. When that happened to me earlier, I just lost immediately from it. But yeah, so we'll your guys' view, we'll jump to the next match. Okay, so any matches from here on are going to be on the new patch. New patch has updated a couple bugs, so hopefully we shouldn't be seeing those anymore. Primarily going to be the PTA bugs, which would happen where you sometimes do not get a chance to cast PTA if it's on Chainlink 1, or otherwise if it's on the... or otherwise it wouldn't have a payout cost. They fixed some Foretell stuff. They fixed a couple other things I don't remember. Oh, the Aepharos attack stuff, so now we won't randomly get 10 attack Aepharoses, which is kind of cool. I think those are the main ones that I've run into. They haven't fixed the Invoke Rune one yet, unfortunately, but that just happens sometimes, so... I mean, I don't have, like, any invokes to set. It's if I just try and bluff a Hestia. So I guess out of all the people affected by that bug, I'm probably on the bottom of that list. Alright, round trip. My deck's still the same. I've been trying some stuff. Oh yeah, double Leonite. Starting, that is a mulligan hand. I've been trying some stuff in my in the physical TCG. I wanted to try small Tuga, Krakatuga stuff again. It hasn't been going awesome, so I'm just kind of back to having the P boxes. I think the P boxes are nice. I'm gonna leave the waters in the spirit deck. I have faced a couple water decks where being able to avoid tsunami is really important, and I want to get better at that. So Are those solar spirits? I mean, we might be seeing solar now that Apollo's not bugged anymore. Because apparently the Apollo bugs were nasty. Like, awful nasty. Okay, no, they're electrics. I am gonna... Oh, man, that makes me a little scared to play Hestia. Because I could get zapped. T-Storm. Is the music back on? They added some like ambience to the sound effects. I'm not sure how I feel about that. I'd like to just play Hestia for 2. I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to play Hestia for 2. Which seems a little bit silly, but I don't have multiple Elestrals to play anyways. This will get my Volcaries to... It sucks. It'll get them to a 6. We should be able to survive just about anything. I'll set a Gorgons, I'll set a P-Box, and I'll set the Hearth too. Because I've already got 2 in the Underworld. If I'm going to use Hearth here, I'm actually going to use it on the Hestia. Because then my Volcaries gets a 2 attack boost, which is pretty nice. Because Volcaries, if I put it on that, I only get to do 1 because it has to be a champion of Hestia or Hestia herself to get the boost. And so I got to be a little careful about that. So he's going to go for Titanic Strike. It's tough. He put it in defense. I don't think I'm immediately scared of it. If he wants to do the 2-for-2 trade Thunderstorm on my Hestia, he can. I have P-Box and Gorgons. He's going for Supercell. He might already have the Funglow, but like I said, I've got P-Box and Gorgons. So he's got to gamble and take out at least one of my cards. Oh, no back row. That's kind of sketch. And by kind of sketch, I mean super sketch. I do now wish I had a couple spaces open on my rune slots, but that isn't how things panned out. So I can't play the Hephaestus right now. I can't grab Torch, but I'm not really afraid of losing anything here because I just get to Volcaries over his Titanic Strike. And then I'll hit in for 1. And then whatever he tries to do this turn, I will Gorgons. If this was a champion of Hestia, I probably would have just cast my my Hestia's Hearth, get 2 more damage, because it's basically free damage at this point. I'm in much better shape than he is, I think, unless he's got an absolutely crazy hand, which he might. Could have 3 Thunderstorms and a Funglow. Spark it. So he has to take my Hephaestus. Do I care? Honestly, I don't think so. Like, Hephaestus is nice, but but if he's not gonna play Thunderstorm yet, I'm just not gonna burn my back row to use it. And so Hephaestus is just gonna sit there. If this was like a Volt Tempest sort of deck, I would be a little bit more scared. Because I'd have to prepare, or let's say Volt Tempest champ. I'd have to prepare something big to be able to get over. Oh, I probably should have re-enchanted or expended a draw or something, but I did not. So I basically just wasted my turn. I don't like re-enchanting, especially when he has a back row, because 1 shield and all of a sudden he gets a net 0. Expending a draw would have been probably pretty good. But holding on to spirits isn't the worst thing in the world. Another back row. He's clicking on Volcaries. Probably trying to figure out like what he can do to get over me. If anything. He's got 5 cards in hand and one of them is T-Storm, Supercell. There's the Funglow. I'll wait for him to burn the Thunderstorm. Okay. Yep. Alright. I will Gorgons this. For sure. I have a pretty good feeling he's not going to be running Tsunami, but I have seen these kinds of people run Tsunami. He does have 2 back row now, so I have to be a little bit scared. But yeah, at this point, I do wish I drew the, or I expended a draw last turn. I could very well lose because I'm going to be 1 draw behind all game now. It's another Hestius. That's not what I want to see. I'm going to re-enchant my Volcaries with a water. Just in case. I don't like doing that. But if his defensive card is Tsunami, that will help me get out of it. Try and go the base Volcaries, or the champ Volcaries over the Funglo. Just because if he wants to shield, I want him to get less value. Because like if he had shield and Tsunami set, he could protect the Funglo here. This is my last water because I used one on the Gorgons thinking he wouldn't have Tsunami. He does use shield here. So my water is now gone. Does he have a second Funglo? He's got 30 cards in deck. He's already used 1 Funglo. So did he draw a second? No, but he drew a Titanostrike. Should I stop it? He's gonna take out something. I don't know. I'd almost rather him waste 2 spirits. I guess it's only 1 because of Supercell. I hope I draw a Volcanic Forge soon, but we'll see if it happens. Doesn't use it and doesn't set any more back row. So there's another Hestia's Hearth. Oh boy. Can replay my Volcaries, see if he does anything. I don't need to use Hestia's Hearth at this point. I want to wait until I get like a Warmite or something that can actually utilize it. Let's see, does he play the Tsunami here? Nope. I'm so curious what his hand is. It's either got to be like really awful or he must have something huge planned. One or the other. Maybe he's just drawing like all 1-drops. Like he's got one normal T-Storm in here. I know that much. He's used 2 Titanostrike champs, a Sparkit, and a Funglo. He does have another Funglo. Okay. So I have Alter and P-Box, which can kind of save me from that. Yeah, I mean, I'm not surprised about that. What does he go for, though? That's my Hestia's Hearth. That's the least valuable card. I just drew a second one. Even if he has a second... I mean, if he has a second, he probably uses it on my last back row, which is Alter, which would get him out of this situation. Which he does not. Sick. Torch. Don't have the Hephaestus, so no point in keeping it around to play from the underworld. I'll play Hestia's Hearth. I do wish I had that other water here, because if this is a tsunami, I'm going to be sad. I will re-enchant a fire to my base Volcaries. Because why not? Right now I'm trying to burn them for spirits as much as possible. Leonite, Gorgons, Kinleo. Definitely going to grab that Kinleo and leave that Gorgons on top. Ooh. I wonder if this is a bluff. Maybe like an Ambro that he's just kind of saving. Or he's going to shield my Volcaries again. It's a break even on the shield at least. He's spending 2. I mean, getting both the Gorgons and the Pandoras is nice, but I just haven't been drawing guys to play with my Hestias. I finally get the torch to be able to, and that Spark, it really ruined any sort of turn economy I had. This kind of sucks, but at the same time, it's not the end of the world. Wait, see if he thunderstorms here or something. I got the altar, so even if I didn't have the altar, most he can do is 4 damage to me here, and then I just hit him over him next turn. Okay. I mean, whatever. I'm just gonna do this now. Because I don't know. It looks like he did that before he declared an attack, which is kind of weird. So I'll change him to defense, and now he probably just forfeits. I don't think I can hit in for... Oh, no, I can definitely... I was like, I don't know why I was thinking I couldn't hit in for game. But just play it safe anyways. Your battle phase, I'll just go that Volcaries over. Yeah, you want to save your Gorgons for battle step, because then the attack's already locked in. Now I was going to swap into defense regardless. So, but he would have saved the 2 spirits from the Gorgons and saved the Gorgons just in case. So I don't think it was the worst thing ever, but I still think that he could have played it a little bit better. Alright, we are now going up against MG. I face him pretty often in casuals, webcams, so he knows that I'm running. He's got fire sleeves. I wonder if he's gonna take notes from my book. Play torching in defense. Get to search Hestia with Warmite and Kinleo in hand, and a Gorgon's P-Box. Pretty awesome. If he is running a fire deck, though, this could get really awkward. Now, drawing base Volcaries in a mirror match is really nice, but I don't have one in hand. And if he does, I'll be hurting. I got the Gorgons, which is nice, but could be worse. Okay, no, he's going Hermes. Alright, definitely gonna P-Box that. Hermes is a big reason why I'm running P-Box in main. Big reason. Probably could have Gorgons there to save the Torchin, but it doesn't really help me to save the Torchin. It just saves 1 damage. Or it deals 1 extra damage to him, but uses my less viable utility card. Okay, so I've got a few options here. I'm just going to play my entire hand. Little reason not to. If he's playing Hermes, he probably doesn't have... any sort of rune destruction. Special cast the Kinleo. Gonna grab a Leonite. But I'm not gonna send her into him this turn. I could. Actually, yeah, I'm just going to. He doesn't have any back row. He can't. He can't really stop me here. Even if he's got Earthquake, it's not going to do anything. And I've got the Gorgons up in case he tries to Spinosect me. And since he's in attack, I still get damage in on him. So I get to draw a Volcanic Forge. That's very nice. Alright, gonna draw the Valkyries and leave the Volcanic Forge on top. Because Hermes does not run stadiums, so that'll be a permanent boost to all of my guys. Of course he's got a second. I don't think I can play this yet. Yeah, no, it's the chain after. So that chain is fine. This is kind of just a forfeit moment. I could have let him get the Hermes and just pull off the combo. But he does have it anyways. So he drew 2 Spy Nymphs and a Hermes. Man, that sucks. Yeah, carry off works as removal, unfortunately. There's not much I can do when he draws 3 of his of the cards he needs. All right, so Volcanic Forge is nice. Just gonna play it, I think. I'm running a little low on spirits because I've been playing so aggressively, trying to stop him from doing anything. I'm gonna search, but I'm only gonna... When I play Hephaestus, I'm only gonna enchant with 2. Oh, that was another bug they fixed, is the Spinosect hitting. If Spinosect hit your Spirit deck before, it would basically crash the game. So that was a nice fix for sure. No, I don't think he can do much here. Another Volcanic Forge, I do not need that. Oh, that's pretty awful. That is super awful. I can use Hestia to heal with the Kinleo, I guess. It's gonna kind of depend on what he's got now. If he plays an Aviolith, I should be okay. Oh my goodness, he's got Hydrake in this deck. Yeah, no, I just lose the game now, I think. If I had a few more spirits, I think I could pull it off, but I don't. Hydrake in a Hermes deck, huh? Yeah, no, you got it. That was tough. I spent everything trying to. I thought I was gonna like if that was a normal Hermes deck that wasn't running Hydrake, I think I would have been fine because it doesn't have a lot of 1-drops, and his Hermes wasn't able to set anything up. He wasn't able to play an Aviolith and get more spirits on it because the Hermes would be dead by the time the Aviolith chain would have happened. And his carry off was dead, and I had a second Kinleo, so I would have been able to do more. So, maybe Hydrake's good in Hermes. I have no idea how consistent that is, but seemed to work from there. So GG's. Alright, we got a rematch. I now know what he's cooking a little bit. Altar and Volcaries is nice. Gorgons, of course, always nice. Because Altar's not the best in this matchup. I don't even think I have good luck. Oh, no, I do. He starts off with another Spinif. I feel like that's kind of lucky. Because, like, that's exactly what Hermes wants, is to start off with... Like, if Hermes doesn't get Hermes right away, it's at a disadvantage. Now he's got some back row. Doesn't play the Hermes right away. Oh, 2 Kinleos to start against a 4 defense feels so bad. We'll see if he punishes me now with a P-Box or a Gorgons or something. Now watch as my next draw is a Hestia. Hydrake is so annoying to deal with. I probably didn't need to put 4 on Hephaestus, but he's not going to be able to destroy it, and being able to have some fuel for Ultra Stars is nice. Yeah, I'm not going to play Hearth this round. Because Hydrake is, like, it basically is saying, have suppression or die. I mean, Pantera does lose to, like, PTA and Shield. I guess it's kind of like a Volt in that way. You either get all the pieces you need or you don't. Oh, that's tough. I want Lavalith, but I think I'm going to go Torchin. This Torchin gets me Hestia. You gonna shield? He's thinking about it. He might shield. Nope. He lets the Spine Nymph die. There's the Hermes coming out. I don't know what he's gonna do with it. Carry off? I don't know. I always get carry off and carry on mixed up. Special cast the carry. It's just wind Tad Puff basically. Carry off, okay. Yeah, so he's just gonna kill my guy. There's no counterplay to that. There's no interaction with the underworld in the game right now. So I mean, he pays 3 for an Earthquake basically. Doesn't seem like a great deal for him, but it seems to work. I'll let him. That's fine. Drop of water. I don't think he's running Tsunami. Hermes decks usually have like a few flex spaces, but if he's running Hydrake stuff and Hopperoo, I think he's going to be fine. We got Penterror, Hermes, or Hermes Trickery, and Spine Nymph. Okay. So I'm going to normal cast Kinlo here, since I've got 2 of them, and this can hit over Hopperoo. Maybe he PTAs? No, he does not. And that way I'll draw the Lavalith next turn. So I'll still have the Lavalith. And I just wanted to see if I could take out the Hopperoo here. If he sends back a Kinleo champ, it's kind of goofy, but he's going to. Not sure why entirely, but I'm sure he's got a plan. Just to deal some damage to me. I've got 3 spirits on field right now, so if he plays 2 or more... Do I want to let this happen? I think I have to. But giving the Hermes player a second Hermes is kind of sus. Like, I do get the Lavalith here. He's going to send something, probably Abiolith at this point. Yeah. I don't know if he's going to enchant to his Hermes or his Spirit deck, though. Probably a Hermes, and then next turn... Okay, or I guess he can send another one right now. Yeah, I forgot that one hasn't been used this turn. Oh, he's playing carry off or carry on now. So he's just gonna try and hit it for damage here. Very curious what his last face down is. PTA and shield are limited. Ooh. He has another face down. Yeah. I guess I could have stopped pretty much all that if I Gorgons the Spine-Nymph, but then I don't have the Gorgons for Hydrake, so it's trade-off. He made me scared of the Hydrake. I guess I should have just Ultra Stars the Panterror when it comes out and tried to play around like a Leonite. Probably would have been smarter in this situation, but oh well, we learn. Yeah, well, you can. He's got Spinosect, Hydrake, Trickery. So he gets to grab the Spinosect. Okay. Always play Lava Lift here. Take out the Hermes with 4, because that's his enabling card. Like, I could try and take out one of his back row. He used one shield earlier. The other one was a Gorgons. I don't have a whole lot of options. I had to hope it wasn't Gorgons, or I don't know. I don't think he has enough for the Hydrake combo anymore. Because you need like 6 or 7 spirits for that. He's gonna carry off me, so I have no counterplay. That sucks. Okay, so he heals a little bit. Heals all wins, so he's got 6 left. Oh, he's got another back row. That hurts. Oh, and he plays a Hydrake anyways. It's definitely going to come down to what his back row are. I don't think I can risk playing Torch, and I think I have to play Kinleo. Yeah, so he's just playing little stuff at this point. He's got the Spinosect, which I'm going to save the Gorgons for. Oh, he's got an Aviolith left. Oh, that's right, because he sent the carry-off. So he's running 2 carry-offs. I think that's a little unusual. I think normally it's just 1, but I could be wrong. Okay. Set 1. think at this point, if he's got PTA, I just lose the game. Okay, nothing immediately. Try and hit the Hopperoo. He draws second shield. He does, seriously. He drew both shields. Hermes, Spy Nymph, that's tough. Even if I played Torch in there, it didn't matter. He got me. I played too. I should have stopped the Spy Nymph from getting the Hermes. I was too scared of the Hydrake when I had this the other option to counterplay. So that lost completely on me. That's why we get practice. From what I learned in the last time that I faced Hermes decks is stop the Hermes from getting on board, and so that's what I tried the first game, and then ran into a Pentair. And then I was too scared of the Pentair that I didn't listen to myself generally. So I think no matter what, I gotta play around the Hermes, and if somebody's running a crazy Pentair engine, just take the L. But GG's. Alrighty. Going first, have Hestia double Necrof P-Box. Got a mulligan on the other side. Wind? Oh, that's interesting. It's gonna be Pentair? Hermes, maybe? I'll keep because I got the P-Box. I'm gonna be hurting if it's like a P-Gust lead. That would suck. Let me put down the Hestia first. I'm gonna set it because I'll want to play it at some point, but if he's gonna destroy a rune, it at least buys me some time. I could have gotten rid of a card to, or I could have expended a draw. Oh, it is gonna be Hermes. Oh. Glad I played the P-Box. Yeah, so I don't mind Necrof being something I play on turn 1. So this does specify with Hermes effects. So knockout, a carry off, and an Ambrosia is kind of cool. That gives his utility a hit. Starting first against Hermes is really nice, especially when I actually get the P-Box, which doesn't always happen. Let's see if I can play my second Necrof with a water, just in case one of those is Tsunami or something stupid. Oh, it auto turns on. Is that something I have set? Oh, he had the Hermes. I hate that so much. When the Hermes player has Spy Nymph in hand, or they play it and then play Hermes anyways. I should like Google the odds of getting something like that, because it always frustrates me whenever it happens. Because, I mean, he's doing the bad combo, though, so I can't complain too much. But at the same time, one of those is probably a Hermes Trickery, and Hermes is still enchanted. Yeah. At least they fixed the bug where getting hit with Spinous breaks the game. That's yeah, I mean, the entire Hermes deck revolves around Hermes, so trying to stop the Spinef is usually a good play. Ormite's pretty solid here. I'll play it, try and bait out a Gorgons or something. Because I've got the Hestia and I can play Nekruff to still destroy it. So I'm not worried about basically anything here. I mean, PTAs. Which makes sense. Gonna depend on what his other card is. I still bet it's a Trickery. And Trickery is super annoying here. Because then he actually gets his attack boost back and can still send me back to hand. But it doesn't really matter that I played Warmite here. I still baited out the PTA. Alright, play your Trickery. I feel like there's no reason why you would go for that combo if you don't. Oh, he's got Gorgons. That would not have been my guess. Yeah, that's even less a reason to go for the combo then. Alright, well his Spinocyte can't hit over my Nekruff now. Or they will crash if he tries to, and we'll both take one, so it's not the worst thing ever. Both have 3 spirits on field. I've got 1 spirit up on him, but it's his turn. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, Hermes doesn't have a lot of ways to hit over for damage. If he puts Spinosect in defense and just kind of chills this turn, I can Leonite and still hit over it, so I'm not worried about that. He's got Tornado. It's annoying. It's cost him 1 to get rid of 2 spirits of mine. It's not the worst thing though. Plays Carry On here. Is he gonna take the trade? Fascinating. I'm gonna drop the waters now because I don't think he's on Tsunami. I guess he couldn't just sit idle and do nothing. Problem is that like since I did stop the 1 Hermes, stopping him from getting 2 Hermes is still worth it. I don't think going for the Spinosect combo was worth it if he didn't have. Oh, I didn't think about the Spinosect effect to Nexus. I don't think it was worth it if he didn't have Hermes Trickery, because if he did, then he has everything he needs for Trickery, and he can make some stuff happen. But he didn't. So there he actually just sacks the carry off, or the carry on. I can't tell if that's a good play or not. I would say no, personally. Now I get I get a Gorgons, which is nice. I have a second Nekruff. Anything he does is going to be kind of high investment. Because even if he heals here, like he sacks his 2 off of Hermes to heal 4 with Aviolith. Then he loses the Hermes. And this deck really doesn't have a 5. I've seen some Cyprong variations, but this is Clash, and Cyprong doesn't exist in here. And even if it was a Cyprong, I've got the Gorgons. So there's the Aviolith. He drew one in hand, plays it with Hermes. That's a good play. However, I do still have the Leonite. So he sends the Aviolith. Gets to heal 4. And now he's going to be playing just off of his draws. Okay, it looks like he drew a second guy. P-Box, I'll take it. That's good for me. Now I could Gorgons the Aviolith just to prevent him from getting the heal here. But I genuinely don't think he's got much of anything to deal with me. And I'm so well defended with Gorgon's P-Box that I'm just not scared. Because if he plays a Hermes here and sends like a carry off to try and kill the Leonite, even though I got rid of one of them earlier, I would P-Box if he plays a Hermes. He has a resting. Man, I don't have the 9 attack. Man, I was so confident, and then he draws the resting. That's like one of the only cards that helps him get out of this situation here. Oh, that sucks. Because I don't have a guy. He expends to draw. I'll probably have to do the same. Sets 1. If that's another PTA, that's good for him. If it's not, I'm not scared. And you already used 1 PTA. Yeah, now I get the torch. That sucks. I also have to expend to draw. And I get another Leonite. That hurts. That's really, really bad. I've only drawn 3 1-drops so far, and I've got quite a few in the deck. Ooh, double expend to draw. Oh, so many runes now. Now he's well defended. Yeah, this game would have been totally fine if he just didn't draw the resting. Lavalith? I can't play that either. That sucks. Like, Lavalith is such a good card here. I'm not going to expend a draw. I can't spare the spirits. Like, this game got way closer as soon as I draw 3 bad cards in a row. Yeah, he's just playing a guy, because that's all it takes right now. Come on, I need something good. Question is, do I special cast the Kinleo? I think so. It's probably like game deciding here, but I don't have a whole lot of other options. So basically, he has to have Gorgons here. She does not. So I get to heal 3. I don't think anything in this deck hits over a 4, so I think I'm just going to swing. Or do I just wait? If one of those is a shield, I'll be hurt. Oh well, I'm just going to swing. I was trying to figure out, like, do I want to ascend? Because, yeah. Because it would have been nice to get Leonite or something out, obviously. But I realized that if I drop my... If I ascend over my Kinleo, it won't get sent back to hand. And then I won't have a 1-drop to play. I cannot stop the Spy Nymph, unfortunately. I can't afford to. Yeah, this game's so unfortunate. Play the Hermes. It's gonna enchant it with 2 or 3. See, if I P-box this, I don't think I can. Yeah, I don't think I can. Because if I do, I'm going to be down to 2 spirits. He hits me for 1. I get to play 1 guy, and it's Kinleo. And then I basically just have no way to win the game. Because he has Ambro, he can play Ambro off of Hermes and or Spy Nymph. And I basically have to hope for a Hestia's Hearth. Yeah, so he just takes the heal 4. So the good news is that I can play Lavalith now. He shouldn't have a way to get over 6. I don't think. Unless he draws both of his shields. I don't know, just pick a random back row. I got the other shield. No way. That's crazy. Yeah, I mean, it's possible I just win because I picked the right one. I was like, he didn't use this one. Could be a Hermes Trickery. It looks like he hasn't, unless these are both Hermes Trickery, it looks like he hasn't drawn a single one all game, which is kind of crazy. But if he draws like a Spinosect here, he's only got 1 left in the deck. Spinosect or a second carry-off would get him out of this situation. I'm not sure if much else will. Expend a draw. That's painful. Shield is limited to 2 in Clash, so that's... Okay. Gets an Ambrosia. Buys himself a little bit more time. But yeah, so both of his shields are gone. He has no more shields. But getting both your shields in top half of your deck is pretty nice. And then I got this Gorgons and P-Box, and I just haven't had anything to use with them all game. I haven't drawn a single Hesiod's Hearth either, which is annoying. I will play the last Kinleo, just because I want to get some more damage out, and if I can do anything at this point, it's going to be... If I'm going to play runes, I'd rather have everything on my field. He lets the Lavalith through, which is good for me. Yeah, these Hermes games are always a marathon because you're working through like 32 spirits because they got the 12 from Aviolith. It's just such a heal stall-y control deck. It's crazy. Oh, and he didn't draw it out. He used like everything he had. Like that game, he drew a lot of good stuff, but I just got lucky by picking the shield with Lavalith. Otherwise, he would have had me. So, crazy close game. GG. You know, I clicked stop on the recording, and then I immediately found a match. Wow, well, ain't that a starting hand? All counter runes. And I go first. That's unfortunate. I have a crazy high chance in Clash of drawing both Gorgons. Oh, man. I seriously have to... I am not double mulliganing. It's just not going to happen. I keep drawing Gorgons and PTA in my starting hand for some reason, which is crazy to me. I can play... Yeah. It's like normally, if I'm normal casting Kinleo, there's normally not much reason for me not to enchant it with water, but if I'm going to immediately send it into Leonite next turn, I would want to. The question is, do I play Torch or not? Probably should have expended a draw, but I wanted to try and put some pressure on early. I'm gonna play it. That turns on Ultra Stars and makes me a 6. So I'll beat over like a Magnaros start or a Chimera start. Gives me a few options. Alright, so there's the waters. Yeah, so now the fish are not an issue for me. P-Box isn't great though, as fish repellent. There's the Aphrodite. I can stop the lock search. That's about the best I can do. I almost should have kept my first starting hand if I was going up against lock. As crazy as that sounds. Double Gorgons, PTA. If I draw any sort of guy whatsoever, I would be in good shape with that hand. But if I drew like a Hestia or something, I would be very sad. Yeah, so here's the fish coming out. Is he gonna search for another fish? I'm a little scared of what that back row is. He's only got the one. Could be soulmates. Soulmates with the Aphros is pretty whatever. Come on, give me a guy. Necrof. Oh, another torch. I feel like I need to put some sort of pressure on him. We gamble. We gamble. If that's a shield, I'm just lost no matter what. Warmite, PTA, Volcari's champ. PTA is nice, but what I need more than anything right now is more guys. Nice, I get it. Sweet. I wonder if that is a tsunami. That would be so crazy if it is. It's like, this is why I'm running the waters in the deck now, is because of situations like this. Wouldn't be surprised if he just ascends into lock. I would not be surprised at all. So there's Foamy. So maybe he doesn't have an initial lock. I'm gonna... I don't know if this is a good play. It probably isn't. But if he has like Frostfall lock and doesn't have Champ lock, then there's not a whole lot he can do to me here without an Ambro. Besides search another fish, which isn't going to help him. And that clears up my bench so that I can play Hephaestus and another torch on Volcari's. Does disenchant one from Aphrodite to search an Aphoros. The unfortunate thing is the mills from my P-box were 2 Drataguas, which I actually would have rather he'd drawn, because that just kind of bricks his deck. At least the base Dratagua. Like, I don't know why people run this in their decks. At that point, just run Champ Whale. Have some offensive power. Alright, so that is the last Champ Aphoros. He does have the Frostfall lock. I really don't like doing this. Actually, hold on. Yeah, I can Nexus the water onto the torch. Yeah. I was like, I'd have to move the torch onto the torch went onto the Kinleo, and then Aphoros can crash for 3 damage, but that's not the case. Now the question of, if this is a tsunami, then he's still got me anyways. Alright. So we'll do Volcari's stuff. PTA. So it was a PTA. That's why he couldn't play it earlier. Now, if this is like anything that can stop Kinleo's attack, literally anything at all, I'm still gonna lose. I'll only play Hephaestus with 2 here because I'm gonna disenchant one to draw like the last torch. I could have kept it just to know that I'm going to get a Warmite next turn, but I'm not sure if Warmite's going to get me out of a situation if he has back row. He did have the tsunami. No. Okay, so I messed up in that I nexused the water instead of the fire from the Kinleo onto the torch. Because, like I said earlier, Kinleo doesn't need its fire. But I was debating on potentially ascending into Leonite. So I completely threw that one by nexusing the wrong one with Altar Stars. That one was 100% winnable. Because unless he top decked a second lock, I think I had it in the bag. So that's really unfortunate. I was really thinking one was gonna be a Soulmates, because Soulmates is pretty common. But yeah, I was even preparing for that. So that one was just a misplay. Unfortunate, but GG's. Alrighty, we got a rematch against the guy we faced from last game. So we know he's running lock, unless he switched up decks. This deck is nice for damage. Volcari's, Hestia's Hearths, Volcanic Forge, all good for dishing out damage. Yeah, it's tough. I really don't want to have to mulligan again, though. I'm still going to prepare for the fish. These decks, the Lockagon decks almost never run a stadium, so getting Forge is pretty much free boost to all my guys. Kind of do the same thing as the last game. Play the Necruff and attack, just like I played the Kinleo. And I've got 2 Hestia's Hearths. So I guess I can't play them immediately, but after I get like any amount of spirits in the underworld, I can boost Necruff up to an 8 if need be. Which I really don't want to do, but sometimes there needs to be a plan. He was looking at my stadium like he's going to play on Atlantis. I've only seen like one Atlantis when facing a lock deck, and it was very unusual. I mean, getting Atlantis when you have locks out is pretty awesome. I'm not going to deny that. Turning all your guys into a whatever. You're like your champ lock into a 7/9 is pretty awesome. And making your Frostfall lock a 4 attack even when it's lost its boost isn't bad. Now I'm kind of in the same situation as last time. Is my opponent gonna use Tsunami? So should I play something onto the Necruff to prevent that? Or do I play a second guy and try and take out both these Aphros at once? Because I don't have any real defensive back row. It's all fake. We do the re-enchant angle. He doesn't have anything in Underworld, so he can't just drop a Frostfall lock to any success. I guess I'll hit him for 2 here if he doesn't Tsunami, so that will hurt. I don't think I'm going to use Torch yet. I'm sure if this guy's like half AFK or what. Alright, he's back now. That's 1 Aphros down. He dropped an Electric. Which, like, if he doesn't draw any Magnaros, that's fair. It's really the only reason for the Electrics. But he wants Waters in the Underworld for Frostfall Lock. Unless that's not what he has. Because if he ascends into Lock here, and then heals, he'll only have 1 Spirit in Underworld. And he'll just be sitting at 2 attack after he heals. Even if he destroys something. He'll have to destroy the Necruff, otherwise the Necruff will continue to get value. So there's the Ascension into Champ Lock and defense. Fascinating. So maybe he doesn't have a Frostfall here, or he's just playing it safe, which is understandable as well. Oh, he's got the Foamy. Yeah, that's tough. I still don't know what his back row is. Foamy gets the discard too. Yeah. Like, if I have Gorgons instead of both of these Hearths, I'd probably just win the game immediately. Oh, he plays this one in defense too. Why? Is he not going to destroy the Necruff? Because he thinks he's safe? Yeah, no, he destroys Necruff. Alter Stars. I don't know what this card is still. And he's got 2 cards in hand too. Do I gamble on him not having another Lockagon to special cast? Like Aphrodite, Foamy, or another Lock would hurt pretty bad. Because what I can do here is I could play Volcarius with a Water and then cast Hesia's Hearth to give it an extra fire, so that if that's a Tsunami, I won't lose. But if it's just a PTA, then I'm not as in trouble. Maybe misenchanting it will make him so he doesn't PTA. He does that PTA, and that sucks. Okay, so I have to burn pretty much everything on the Volcarius right now to get over a Lock and have any sort of chance at the game. Which I hate doing this, but it's gotta happen. Kinleo champ, Ultra Stars, Volcari's champ. Okay. Definitely Volcari's at the top of the deck. Yeah. I mean, that makes sense. He gets 3 spirits off me for that. No, I have nothing on board to defend myself either. And he does have another foamy. I really had to hope he didn't. I mean, he's got 30 cards left in deck. I mean, given like 9 of them would have helped his situation here, but I don't know. He could have even expended a draw and still got the special cast. I would have had to use my other Hestia's Hearth in order to get anything out. So, I mean, that was like a really awesome starting hand from him. He had 2 Aphoros in hand and Champ Lock, and then draws into 2 Foamy Champs. Like, you can't ask for much better than that. He doesn't have any back row, so if I was able to Gorgons him here, it'd be fine. He gets the Altar, which I actually didn't want him to get. Does he set one? He plays Tagua. Oh, and that counts as Lockagon, so he gets to heal again. No, you're joking. Oh, so bad. He's getting rid of my other back row. At least he kept this one in defense. He doesn't have any back row. I think it would have been... Well, I guess whether he destroys Forge or... No, Forge definitely would have been worse, because I can get to 7 with Volcari's Champ, which will get me over Champ Lock right... or Base Lock right now. So then it's a question of, what is his last card? Does he have something else to cast another lock? If he does, it's just over. Like, Champ Lock's not even threatening on its own. It's only with Frostfall Lock that it's crazy. I feel like I have to go like full in on the Hephaestus, put 2 onto it. No, not full, because yeah, I've already lost 1 torch. I guess there's a chance that he's only running 2 Frostfall Lock as well. So then once I get over this one, he won't even have anything else. Gorgons is nice, but I won't get it in time, so I'm just going to grab the Warmite. Alright, what do you get? What do you get? Top deck of a lifetime? Could be. Both my waters are gone, so I can't... go into defense. Or I can't stop my Volcarius from going into defense. And my Altar of Stars is gone too, so I can't swap him back to attack. if that's a Tsunami, I think he's basically in perfect shape here, because he can take out my Volcaries. He's gonna Nexus. What's he gonna Nexus from? Like his own Dratagua onto his other Dratagua? He won't get the search then, but he does get to heal 2 more. He's gonna Nexus onto that Locagon. He's running 6 locks. Is that what the top decks do? That seems so crazy to do. I'll look at Julian's like 2nd place deck from the last premiere. Yeah, they're just on 6 locks. Oh yeah, I lose here. If I had like 1 or 2 more spirits, I could have tried something with Warmite, but no, I forgot the thing had a 3rd. Yeah, so yeah, blocks need a nerf. I feel like I had options that whole game, and I just can't fight through it. It's just too resilient and gets too much free destruction. Because he destroyed, like, what, 4 cards that game? He destroyed at least 4 of my cards. All because I didn't draw Gorgons in my starting hand, and there was nothing I could do about it. It's just very frustrating gameplay to take out 2 of the big guys, use all my tools to do so, and they just keep casting more. And even if I would have gotten rid of the champ one, maybe it would have been better. But like he had 2 champ foamies, so he could have just on his other foamy cast a champ lock again, got it back, and then still done everything. He played pretty well though, using the Drataguas to search, grab another lock, and special cast that. It's just, I don't know. It just felt like I had 0 chance the whole game. GG's regardless.